With preparations for the 3rd annual Micronesian Area Research Center Charter Day dinner underway this month, event chair Heidi Ballendorf called its major stakeholders together at the University of Guam to promote the importance of raising money for this scholarship drive. Ballendorf says MARC is an island treasure that reminds us to remain strong in knowing our history.
As I like to say, Guam has beautiful beaches, but you can go to a beautiful beach anywhere, but nowhere else is there our history, our people, our culture, our language, and I think that's really what this is all about.
Ballendorf says MARC is honoring 3 people during its March 11th event, which includes Pastor Edmund Kalau. While he talks about studying anthropology in the 1950s, Kalau vividly describes the hundreds of hours he shot with his 16mm camera in places such as Palau, Yap, and other islands in Micronesia during that time period. He adds how inspired he was capturing the social, cultural, and religious aspects of the islands.
We spent 48 years in Micronesia, and now I'm living here on Guam and trying to utilize that thing and work together with MARC. I would like to provide that. MARC, I think, will be a place where everything could be found about Micronesia.
Pastor Kalau's work is currently being digitized at MARC, but MARC's director, Dr. John Peterson, says the center is more than just a collection of resources and a repository about the Marianas. It's a resource of people. Case in point, he also talks about the 2 other honorees, Alejandro Lezama and Fred Reinman, for the March event.
Al was the first indigenous archaeologist on Guam. He trained with Dr. Fred Reinman back in the 60s. Fred Reinman came here from California with an NSF grant to record all the sites, and he did a spectacular job, and he really drew attention to and made known the extent of all the latte sites and villages. He recorded Pagat site, he recorded Hilaan site, almost everything. In fact, he also was one of the first people to really show that there were all these significant latte sites up in the mountains, up in the hills.
UOG Endowment Foundation Executive Director Mark Mendiola says they gave out over $20,000 in scholarships as a result of last year's MARC event, and he highlights similar goals as part of this year's UOG festivities.
This is a time where Guam is celebrating Chamorro Month, and we're celebrating the region. I mean, we've come a long ways, and the information that's there at MARC is it's going to be there for many more years to come with the effort that these folks are putting into it.